Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and welcome back to another video here in World of Tanks Blitz. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons why you keep dying in World of Tanks Blitz. Now, I wanted to do this video for a very long time. It's been a video in the making for quite a while, and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and do this today. You guys deserve it, and it's something that a lot of people have been asking, and regarding, you know, skill play and whatnot, and just general knowledge of the game and how to play it. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and basically just dive right into it and start off with number 5, which is map awareness. Map awareness, as I mentioned in a previous video that I've made, is very, very important. And just not looking at the map while you're playing is a very common mistake amongst all kinds of players. Even pros at some point in time struggled to, or just forgot to look at the map. It's very, very simple. It's such a simple skill to learn. Map awareness is very, very important in terms of skill and in terms of just trying to survive in the match, let alone trying to win the match. In fact, just focusing on map awareness will help you not only stay alive, but also potentially make you win the match. And that's exactly what it's meant to do. When you are aware of where tanks are on the map, where you know where they are, where you're aware of where certain tanks are on the map, then you can basically be more strategic about how you approach the enemy teams. Like, do you want to go on a hill and basically go hold down? Do you want to go behind a bush so you can spot where certain tanks are if there's nothing on the map? Did you want to side scrape because you can see that there's heavy tanks approaching where you are and you're in a well-armored tank? All these factors, they all play a role when determining how you need to play your tank in that specific battle based on what you can see on the map. If you can see that there are enemy tanks 200, 300 meters away from your position and there's nothing in your vicinity and you can see that there's 7 tanks that are spotted, then you have the upper hand. Well, it can go either way. Sometimes what happens is if you can see that your team has gone basically all to one spot and you've decided that you want to go by yourself and all of the enemy team is spotted on the other side and your team is down 1 player, well, that's on you because you decided to go on your own. And I mean, you know, teamwork is very, very important. And again, that's where map awareness comes in because you need to know where your team is and also where the enemy team is. And being aware of the map and knowing where the enemy team is on the map is a very important skill, and that will prevent you from dying in World of Tanks Blitz. And then, yeah, it's a very simple skill, and sadly, some people forget to do it. I've been guilty of this many, many times. It does catch you up. It does catch up to you, and you will notice that, oh my god, I just realized why I died, because there was a Death Star that was looking directly at me, and I didn't even notice him on the map. So that's an important skill right there. That's something that you guys need to learn. Coming in at number 4 is, of course, it's a no-brainer when we're talking about this. Focus fire. Focus fire on a tank. If you're not focus firing with your teammates on one specific tank, then you're just not going to be able to get rid of that tank. Now, the general consensus is, and the way to survive best in Blitz is, and to win a game essentially, it's best to clear a gun or clear a tank than to have multiple tanks that different players in your team are firing at to get, to farm damage basically. It's not going to be helpful. You're going to fail. At the end of the day, you would rather have one less tank on the enemy team to worry about, especially if there's a tank that has a bigger gun or better DPM or better armor or whatever it may be, better statistics all around than some of the other tanks in your team. Tell your team, focus fire on that. There are commands that tell you, focus fire on this tank. And when your team plays together as a team and focus fires on that one tank and gets rid of it, they can go ahead and switch to another tank. And then the enemy team will have to fluctuate between who they're going to shoot, whether they shoot you, whether they shoot they shoot the heavy tank that's next to you, for instance, whether they shoot someone else. It's very, very important to focus fire. Focus firing is an essential skill. Just like map awareness is, it's very, very essential. And again, using your map, you can see where tanks are. If you can't see them in your sort of, frontal vision, you can see that they're on, let's say, your left or on your right or behind you. You can turn around and tell your team, guys, let's focus fire on this tank. Let's kill this guy. let's kill this guy first before jumping and trying to kill all the other tanks one by one. Let's just kill this guy first, and let's go switch to another tank, and let's take out that first, and then take out the other one second, take out the other one third. Let's work together as a team, because that's how we're going to win, and that's how we're going to survive, basically. Play as a team and focus fire is very, very important. A very important skill, and I can't reiterate how important it is. That's my number 4. Number 3. The number 3 reason why you keep dying in World of Tanks Blitz. And that is making bad decisions or making bad trades. Now, what this means is, if, let's say, you're in a 1 versus 3 situation, for instance, you're on your own and there's 3 other tanks, right? And the rest of the enemy tanks are on one side with the rest of your friendly team. They're all on one side, okay? And you're facing 3 enemy tanks. You need to decide, okay, I'm in, let's say, a medium tank, or I'm in a heavy tank. These are my strengths and weaknesses. I can go hold down against these tanks, and I can try and bait them to shoot me where they can't pen, and then I can go ahead and basically peekaboo and try to take them out, right? Perfect strategy. Fantastic. Then you're going to say, okay, well, I can't go hold down because there's no hold down positions here. Let me try and go behind hard cover and side scrape so I can bounce some shots on my side. And when I know that some of them have shot, I'm going to go out and take a shot and try to penetrate their armor and then pull back straight into cover. Or number 3, hold your position as much as you can and call for help from your team. Ask you guys, I need help here. I'm on my own against three enemy players. Please, someone send me help. Guys, if you're on the other side, you have a clear shot, snipe these guys. I'll keep them spotted for you, you snipe them. All these things play into effect. If you're just going to go in there head first and try to do some damage or farm damage, you're going to get wrecked. That is where bad trading comes in, and if you keep doing that, I guarantee you will lose. You will lose, and it's not going to be good because you will basically be destroyed. Let's face it, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how skilled of a player, you could be the best player in the game. If you're facing 3 tanks, you're most likely going to come out of that as the loser. You're not going to win. If you just go dive head first and you make really bad trades with the enemy team, you're going to be screwed. So best play your cards right. Decide, should I go out? Should I not go out? Should I wait for my team? Should I side scrape? Should I go hold down? Should I wait behind cover? Should I keep them spotted so my team can, basically snipe them from across the map? Or should I just run away? If you have the option of running away, go ahead. Get out of there. Duck tail and run away. Make sure you're in cover when you do so they can't see you or they can't shoot you. Duck away. Go back to where your friendly team is because you can't afford to be 1 less tank down because you decided to be the hero and take on 3 other tanks. So that is my number 3. Make sure, this is a very important skill, make sure that you do not do this, right? Yeah, basically just refrain from doing it. Alright, just make smart trades, not dumb trades, basically. Coming in at number 2, this is my second most, it's no particular order, but this right here, number 2, is the second reason, or the number 2 reason why you keep dying in Blitz. Playing without patience. I can't explain how often I see this in games, and this is one thing that just boils my buffers. If you're gonna play a match, at least do it with some patience. Be patient. Take your shots. Take time with your shots. Aim your shots. Make sure they're very, very well, they're well done. Make sure you aim at, the enemy takes weak points. Make sure you're firing at the right enemy tank and not a tank that you're not going to penetrate. Take your time. Be patient. Be patient. Don't rush into the... I see it so many times, and in tanks that just are not designed to be rushed into games like this. I see 183s, I see grills, I see Jagdpanzer E100s, I see Object 268s, I see so many tank destroyers and heavy tanks that shouldn't be rushing into the game, and they do it. They rush in, they think they're going to get the damage, and they get absolutely obliterated because they're not patient. And then when there's players on your team that complain, oh, why aren't you taking shots? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? You got to explain to them, I'm taking my time with my shots. I'm aiming, I'm making sure that I've aimed correctly, I'm making sure I'm picking my right targets, and you go for those targets. You take your time. Patience is a very, very important thing. The last thing you want is you want your team to go basically be down a player within the first couple of minutes because you decided to not necessarily YOLO, right? But you decided to you lost your patience. You're not spotting any tanks. You're not getting any shots off. You're not managing to penetrate. You want to penetrate their side armor, for instance. You want to try and get some damage in. So what you do is you rush the flank and you try to get them there, and then you're encountered with a bunch of heavy tanks or a bunch of TDs on that side, and they jump you basically, and you're basically dead. And that's how it is, because you weren't patient. So patience is, as the saying goes, patience is virtue. Patience is virtue. Be patient in the game. I know Blitz is a fast-paced game. I get it. It's fast-paced. You get like 7 minutes for a battle. Fair enough. But guess what? Just waiting that extra second can be the difference between winning a game and losing the game. So be patient. Be patient. It's very, very important that you be patient. And finally, the final reason, the number one reason why you keep dying in Blitz is because you want to just face someone at like 10 or 20 meters or 30 meters and just shoot them in the face, right? You just want to go in there and you want to fire as close as you possibly can because you just can, rather than actually going from further out, from 100 meters, from 150 meters, from 200 meters. I know people might say, oh yeah, but you're sniping or you're camping. You're like, yeah, but if I'm in a tank destroyer, for instance, that doesn't have a lot of armor, but has a great gun, why would I go close to the enemy team? Why would I want to go as close as possible? So I can get hit? Is that why? So I can get decimated? Just basically take your shots. Take your shots smartly. You be smart with how you take your shots, right? Be smart in how you approach these sort of scenarios. Like, if you can put distance between you and a tank and you can shoot at them, go ahead and do it. If it's going to mean that your team is going to win, go ahead. If your teammates want to judge you because you, I guess they could say, sniping, that's on them. That's on them. If they want to YOLO and go face-to-face with enemy tanks and trade shots that they can't afford, that's on them. So, if you can, and you have the ability to, put as much distance as you can between you and the enemy tanks. And have fun. Go for gold. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is my 5 reasons why you keep dying in Blitz. I will be making another video. I'm going to make another video like this where we talk about another 5 reasons why you keep dying in Blitz, because I feel like there is quite a few more reasons why, but these are the primary sort of ones that are based on skill. There's also other reasons that you sort of don't have control over, but we'll get to that in another video. But for now, this is very much skill-based, and it's basic skills that you need to learn in the game in order to succeed and win. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. You guys are awesome. I love you all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
But yeah, thank you all for watching, and a massive, massive thank you for all subscribing, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.